cold, snowy wilderness. The wolf's sad howl broke the quiet. It was a call for help, one that could not be ignored. A team of wildlife rescuers heard about an injured wolf and decided to go on a journey through the snow and ice. Their mission was clear: to save a family of wolves that was in danger and needed help to survive. As the team followed the trail of bloody paw prints in the snow, they felt a sense of urgency. Time was not on their side. Every moment that passed made them worry more. The freezing temperatures were harsh, and every step they took brought them closer to a moment that could mean life or death for the wolves they were trying to save. When they finally reached the spot where the wolves were, they saw a mother wolf who was hurt and unable to hunt. She was trying to protect her pups from the biting cold. The pups were very young and couldn't take care of themselves. They clung tightly to their mother, shivering in the freezing air. The rescuers knew they had to act quickly. If they made any sudden movements, they could scare the wolves away or cause them to run off. Patience and strategy. The rescuers knew that patience was very important in this situation. Wolves are naturally cautious around humans, so gaining their trust would take time and care. The team worked slowly and carefully, making sure that the mother wolf and her pups felt safe and not threatened by their presence. Would their efforts be enough to save this family? Or would the harsh wilderness take another victim? The next moments would test their skills and change how they thought about trust and survival in such a tough world. Every second felt like forever as the mother wolf moved closer. She was hurt and scared, but had no choice but to trust these strangers who had come into her life unexpectedly. With her pups' lives on the line, she took a chance, moving one careful step at a time toward the rescuers who offered hope. The team felt relieved when they managed to secure the mother wolf without causing her any more pain or fear. But even though this was a small victory, they knew their work was not finished. The pups still needed help, and getting them to safety would be even more challenging. Rescuing the pups turned out to be quite difficult. They were scared, which showed in their wide eyes and trembling bodies, but they were also very tired from being out in the cold for so long. The rescuers understood that every moment mattered. Exposure to freezing temperatures had already affected these tiny creatures, who relied completely on their mother for warmth and food. With careful movements, the team approached the pups, speaking softly and offering food to entice them closer. They knew that building trust at this stage was critical. It would determine whether or not they could successfully transport them back to safety. Once both wolves were secured, the team began their long journey back to the rescue center. The wilderness tested their strength at every turn. Steep hills made them work hard. Icy paths made it easy to slip. And there was always the worry about predators lurking nearby. Still, they pushed on, driven by hope for saving this family in need. The journey was full of challenges. Each obstacle seemed designed to test how strong they were as a team. However, during these tough moments, their determination shone brightly. They knew that the survival of the wolves depended on how well they worked together. After hours spent battling against nature, the biting wind, falling snowflakes that made it hard to see, and slippery ground, the wolves were finally safe inside the rescue center. But this rescue was just the start. Now came the real challenge, helping them heal and building trust with them. The rescue team had done well by bringing this wolf family to safety, but their journey was far from over. The mother wolf's injury needed immediate care. Without proper treatment, it could lead to serious problems or even death. Meanwhile, her pups were weak from not having enough food or warmth. Building trust through care. At first, both mother and pups were cautious around humans. Instinctively, they felt like they should be afraid of these new beings in their lives. But over time, small acts of kindness began breaking down those invisible walls between them. A warm meal provided nourishment. Gentle touches offered comfort, and simply being there quietly helped create a fragile bond between them. Moments like these reminded each rescuer why they had chosen this path: to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. For every challenge faced during this process, there lay a reward: a flicker of trust in a wolf's eye, or a playful gesture from one of the pups as they started exploring their new surroundings, a sign that all their efforts were making a real difference. Week after week passed with careful monitoring and nurturing from dedicated volunteers who poured love into each interaction with these beautiful animals. The wolves grew stronger. Slowly but surely, the mother's wound healed under attentive care, while her pups became more lively with each passing day. However, as they recovered physically from their ordeal, another challenge loomed ahead. The time had come for them to return to where they truly belonged, back into nature. The bittersweet goodbye. Saying goodbye was never easy for those who had invested so much time and emotion into caring for these animals. The wolves had become an important part of their lives over those weeks spent together. Each rescuer formed connections with them that went beyond just being humans helping animals. Yet deep down inside each rescuer's heart lay an understanding. While it hurt immensely to part ways with them now, these wolves belonged in nature, a world where they were meant to thrive. With heavy hearts filled with mixed emotions, joy for what lay ahead, yet sadness for what must be left behind, the team released this family back into its forest home. It was a bittersweet farewell. Tears mingled with smiles as they watched those majestic creatures disappear into familiar territory once again. What happened next was nothing short of amazing. A testament not only to resilience, but also gratitude expressed through nature's own language. Days later, after being released back into freedom, came an unexpected surprise. The wolf family returned, a gesture of gratitude. They brought with them a new member, a young wolf who looked eager yet cautious around its newfound companions, their way of saying thank you for saving them during one of life's most dangerous moments. A gesture filled with trust that spoke volumes about how powerful bonds can form between humans and animals alike when kindness wins over fear. This story serves as an important reminder about our connection with nature, that we share this planet alongside countless other species deserving respect and protection, just like ourselves. You can be part of this mission too. Support animal rescue efforts by volunteering your time or resources whenever possible. Share stories like these far and wide so others may feel inspired too. Together, we can create a world where compassion knows no limits. A world where every creature has an opportunity at life free from harm. That our actions have consequences, both good and bad, and strive always towards fostering understanding between ourselves and those we share our environment with.